Hey, what up guys? New video. Welcome to 2018. 2017 has been my most productive year of my 3 years on YouTube right now. It was really great to meet and talk to a lot of new guys. I've made some very good friendships and I found some great new channels. So really thankful for 2017 for giving me a lot of more subs. I surpassed the 350 subscribers, which is amazing for me because I only set the bar for 300 in 2017. So yeah, thank you very much. So I made a few, I grabbed a few albums that I own that I've listened to in 2017 the most, outside of the 2017 releases. So I've got a few, so let's go for it. First one up is a Belgian grind classic. It's the second or the first release, I forgot, of the band Aborted with The Purity of Perversion. This one has got a lot of spins in 2017 because it's actually one of my favorite grind albums before Aborted went to a more modern style of grindcore. This is more old school grindcore, how you expect it back in the day. It's released in 1993, I believe. Could be wrong. Such a great release. Only comes on black vinyl, as I showed you guys. Here we go with Aborted with The Purity of Perversion. The next few are CDs. This is actually my most valuable CD that I own, or actually the most valuable in my whole collection. This is Authorized with The Source of Dominion. This one will get spins every single time and every single year. This one will keep going and going and going. It's such a stellar album. Old school death metal. They've only released this one in 1991. I wasn't even born in that year. I was -2 if you want to say it like that. An amazing album. Go and check it out. Authorized, The Source of Dominion. Next one up is a Dutch experimental black metal band. This is Grey Aura with, I'm gonna pronounce it again, at least I'm gonna try it. Waarachtige beschrijvingen van 3 zijlagen ter wereld nooit zo vreemd gehoord. That's the actual title. It's a whole big ass booklet with the Dutch story behind it and the English story behind it. Released by Blood Music, and it's containing 2 CDs. I just received the latest Grey Aura release. They have released their album On the Throat, which is a great album for Grey Aura. Go and check out Grey Aura with waarachtige beschrijvingen van 3 zijlagen ter wereld nooit zo vreemd gehoord. Yeah. Next one up is a totally different genre. This is metalcore from the top tier. This is Parkway Drive with Deep Blue. Every time this album gets multiple spins on the CD player or on my phone, mostly on my phone. I always start at the song Deliver Me and then I listen to the whole album up to the end. So Deliver Me, Karma, Home is for the Heartless, Hollow, Leviathan 1 and Set to Destroy are amazing songs from it. Go and check out Parkway Drive if you haven't. Then we have a old school death metal album from, I believe, 2016 or 15. I believe 15, and it's an EP by Voidspawn and it's called Virk. And I've never seen anybody talk about this one. It's such a great old school death metal, but it has some doom elements mixed into it, which makes the album and the sound a lot more murkier and more dense and more raspy. I absolutely love it. I haven't heard anything about this album or this band from anybody. It has been released through Dark Descent and one of my favorite other labels, Voidspawn, Unspeakable X Records, where the Nucleus release was also released. Go and check it out, Voidspawn with Vic. Then we go to some porno grind. This is a vaginal penetration of an amylase with a musty carrot with involuntary abortion we trust. For me, this is hands down one of the classic modern day grindcore releases. It's just extremely filthy, nasty, nauseating, weird grindcore. Yeah, it has porno grind influences. It has slam influences. Absolutely love this release. I actually booked the band once to play a show at a gig that I organized. Really cool. Release Cytotoxin Records. Check out vaginal penetration of an amylase with a musty carrot with involuntary abortion we trust. Then we go to a grim and cold world with Melancholy Part 2. This is released through Cold Dimensions. If you know me a bit, if you've seen older videos like albums that mean the most to me, this is, I guess, the first one, because this one means so freaking much to me. I absolutely adore this album. It's like depressive atmospheric black metal, not suicidal black metal. It's depressive black metal. The song Tortured by Solitude and the follow-up Winterreise is beyond perfect. It's hands down the best depressive black metal album ever written. Go and check it out, Coldworld. Next one up is a band that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, especially in America. I really want to know your opinion about Rammstein with their album Herzleid. This one is their first release after one demo, and Herzleid is let's say a milestone in the Rammstein discography. Even though it's their first one, they already knew what they were making. Really simplistic metal where you can dance on. It's so much fun to listen to this album. And they're German. They've been raised in the eastern part of Germany when there was the USSR, America, Russia thing. So the industrial aspect is really noticeable on this one. Absolutely insanely love this album. I actually I'm willing to give Rammstein's albums on vinyl. I really want those. I do have a couple of vouchers that I can use to get them, but they're still really expensive. They're like 38 euros a piece. So, but my favorite song on this one has to be "Du riechst so gut" or "Wollt ihr das Bett in Flammen sehen?" So go and check it out, Rammstein with Herzleid. Next one up is also a Rammstein album. If I remember correctly, this is the follow-up. This is Sehnsucht, which means jealousy. If I remember correctly from my German classes at school. This one has hands down my favorite Rammstein number on it, Bestrafe mich, which means punish me. This one is probably my favorite Rammstein album alongside HEILUNG. They took the industrial part a little bit more and put this one together. It's just amazing. Of course, everybody knows the song Du Hast, and actually that song isn't really my to-go-to song from Rammstein. Yeah, it's okay, but it's so much already played. So actually, my second favorite on this one has to be Klavier, which means piano. It's also old Dutch. So go and check out Rammstein with Sehnsucht. Next one up is Fond with Zelfmoord. Hands down the best dark ambient project album that has ever been created, in my opinion. The emotion is beyond describable for me. It's perfect, and the fact that I'm probably going to see more display live and probably gonna get this signed as well, which means a lot to me. It was a bitch finding this one for a decent price, but I managed to snag one up. First press at Discogs for like 70 euros or something, and I especially wanted the poster with it, which I'm certainly gonna get framed someday and put it up on my walls. Font, dark ambience, but not really haunting like Mortis has done with his other projects. Check out Font with Zelfmoord. Then we have the last vinyl that I'm going to show you guys, and it's Kauan with Sorny Nai. I am such a lucky guy that I got the first press of this album, and it's also been signed by the whole band, which is a dream that I never would have thought that would happen. It's also the first press, and the guys of Kauan were really, really awesome guys to talk to, and girl. I fell in love with this band on the first listen, and I'm still in love with this band on the millionth listen of this album. I'm trying to get every single Kauan vinyl that there is, but I ordered the new one. I pre-ordered it, and even to this date it still hasn't arrived, but won't be arriving, so I got my money back, which is really sad because I really wanted to have that album, but I had to do it with the download code that I received. But yeah. Next one up is a pop rock band from Haarlem in the Netherlands. This is Silkstone with For a Reason. This one is introduced by me through my father. He enjoyed this album a lot, and somehow it clicked with me as well, more than he did. And it's like in the vein of Oasis, but a little bit more emotionally packed. And not that Oasis isn't emotionally packed, but this is for me the perfect pop rock album that has existed in my knowledge. Best song of this, Always on My Mind, I guess, or Lady. Those two were hands down the best songs on that album. So let's move on to Jurassic Park soundtrack of the first one. Yeah, I'm a diehard Jurassic Park fan, and this one has been on my phone since I rediscovered this film like 3 years ago or something. It has been non-stop on my phone, and I'm so glad that I managed to grab this one. Someday I will get this tattooed on me, no freaking doubt. These colors exact. It has to be on my body somewhere. I really want to have it. And then we have Cytotoxin with Radiophobia. Such an amazing album. I want to say that this is better than their 2017 release. And I think it is, in my opinion, this is better than their 2017 release. And that is because of two songs. And the first one is Air's Downfall, this one. And the other one, Abyss and Nucleus. That song has the best slam breakdown there is. Such an brutal album that that makes me want to go insanely nuts, and I certainly did when I saw them this year, or 2017, when they played in Amstelveen, which is a town near my house. I went batshit crazy on Cytotoxin's gig, and I talked to the vocalist of Cytotoxin, and he enjoyed me having so much fun. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for making this a freaking insane record. It's flawless. And the last one for this video. When I was going to Castlefest in 2017, I was always looking for the new announcements of the bands, and it's always, because since it's a folk fantasy festival, it's always had those party ass bands where you can dance a lot to, and they've never really had a dark, how do you call it, like a really dark musical band, like really obscure and scary at some times. And when I saw that they announced this band, I was intrigued by the picture they showed on it, and I listened to it on Bandcamp, and I saw they had pre-orders up for the album, and that is this album by the band HEILUNG, and the album is called Ofnir. HEILUNG produces very, very old Scandinavian, Germanic type of folk music, and it's not like that jolly folk stuff you hear in bars and stuff. This is dark stuff. Like they've produced own instruments to play this music live. They've drawn so much from nature, and they've created this masterpiece. I'll show you a couple of pictures. This is the inside. It's all in runes, and it's beyond words. They sing in a weird ass language, and they sing also in German. They sing in old files and stuff, and yeah, naked people right here. This is without a doubt my most listened to album of 2017 that hasn't been released in 2017, because this one has been released in 2014 but has released on a physical format in 2017, but it's a 2014 album, or else if it was released in 2017 it will be highly on top of my 2017 list. If I can find it, I'll put a link in the description to you guys to listen to this HEILUNG album. I absolutely adore this album. I freaking love it. Go and check out HEILUNG with Ofnir. So thank you guys for watching my video about my 2017 releases that hasn't been released in 2017 that I listened to the most. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please give a thumbs up if you liked the video. I'll try and put links in the description. I know I'm a little bit sloppy about that, but yeah, I got my own personal stuff to deal with. So thank you for watching and see you next video.